fellow SIMAGICians, I'm Alvin, and today I'll be taking you through a lap around the Watkins Glen International circuit, track for this week's SIMAGIC FIA F4 challenge. For this lap, I'm using the SIMAGIC Alpha Mini wheelbase combined with the SIMAGIC GT Neo steering wheel, combined with the SIMAGIC P1000 pedals with the hydraulic brakes and throttle module. Coming into turn 1, you want to spot the braking point just after the 200 board. You want to start easing off the brakes and start turning in relatively early to start the rotation and gain the grip by riding the camber of the corner. Use the curbs but avoid the high part, then immediately get on the power to maximize the exit speed. For the exit curb, as long as you have one wheel within the white lines, you can abuse as much curbs as possible. For the S's, it's easy flat, and you want to keep your steering on minimal to reduce rolling resistance. For the inner loop chicane, you want to use the marshal post on the left as a reference point. Then start braking and turning simultaneously, carry lots of speed onto the first curb and take as much curb as you can. Then immediately start turning left to aim at the third curb, slightly brush the third curb, then use all the curbs on the right to exit. Be careful not to put all four wheels on the curbs as it will unsettle the car and likely lose control. Immediately coming into the outer loop long right-hander, you want to place the car at the mid to left-hand side of the track coming out of the inner loop chicane. And start turning in early and rotate the car into the apex. Use the escape row on the right as a reference point for apex and lean the car towards the curb. You can lift or give a very gentle tap on the brakes to give the front end a little bit more bite for better rotation. As soon as you've hit the apex, pick up throttle immediately and let the car close wide onto the exit curb. Use it as much as you can get away. Coming into the boot, you want to spot the braking point at the escape row on the right. Then start trailing off the brakes deep into the corner. You want to take a late apex and maintain a decent speed before hitting the apex. Then quickly pick up the throttle to power the car out of the corner and use all the exit curves. For toe, you want to point the car slightly towards the apex before you start braking just before the 100 board. You want to brake relatively light and maintain some trail braking to rotate the car into the apex, where you can see the marshal post around the middle of your screen. Avoid using the apex curb for stabilizing the car, then quickly get on the throttle to maintain the rotation for a better exit, and use all the tracks width available. Going into heel, you start braking between the 100 and the 200 board and take an early apex for the corner as the exit is relatively wider than the entry. As soon as the car has reached the inside curb, power the car out of the corner and use all the exit curbs for opening the exit. Just make sure to keep one wheel on the red and yellow curb for track limits. Then you immediately place the car back to the right and prepare for turn 13. For this corner, there's no clear reference point for entry, so it will require some trials to get right. But once you spot the reference point, you want to start braking and turning at the same time and take a slight V-shaped line. Turn 13's late phase is relatively slippery, so you want to be more gentle on the control and use a slight V-shaped line to reduce the apex speed to reduce loading of the car, and to straighten up the exit line for better exit efficiency. You can use the fence on the inside as a reference point for exit apex and place the car accordingly. Once the car has reached the apex, use the torque to point the car towards the exit and let the car run wide to the exit curb for the best exit efficiency. Turn 14 can be taken flat out. You want to turn in at around the 100 board and avoid using the exit curbs as it will unsettle the car. After turn 14, you want to quickly come back to the left and prepare for the last corner. You want to start braking and turning in early, carry lots of speed to rotate the car to the apex and get on the power at the apex. Let the car run as close to the wall as possible for the best exit to finish a lap around the Watkins Glen International circuit.